We will go on the record in the matter 16 FA 83 in raise.
And here we go. Another day, another courtroom showdown. But this isn't some high-stakes murder trial. Nope, it's child support. And trust me, sometimes these cases pack just as much drama.
The support or maintenance of Zeta Weeks. Appearances are, we have appearing in person, Corporation Counsel Stephanie Thomas Schmidt. We have Austin Weeks without counsel. We're set here today in this matter for a review hearing. There were multiple things that Mr. Weeks, you were supposed to do with the W-2 program, as well as applying for jobs, those types of things. Have you been able to do those things, and have you been reporting to child support?
I have been without contacting anybody without a phone. My service was terminated like a week after that court hearing.
Are you still with
I've
that
applied.
girlfriend?
No,
Okay, so your connection to the world disappeared when you broke up. That's my guess.
Ouch, the judge basically just tied his excuses to his love life. Translation, so your phone plan disappeared along with your relationship. That's not exactly a legal defense.
Christmas.
Ms. Thomas Schmidt?
Your Honor, our communication from the workforce resource is that on December 10th, Mr. Weeks was given a Verizon phone card and his phone was reactivated, and his phone number was December 10th of 2024.
Okay.
And his phone was reactivated, and that would have been after the November court date. So he certainly had means of communication through December. Our information is that he did make contact with Workforce Resource in December, which is one of the things he was supposed to do, so that's a positive. He reported working for, I believe it's T&P Tree Service for Troy Mosier. Trent Mosier. Trent, you said?
I said it wrong in the last court hearing.
Okay. Mr. Mosier.
Okay.
And Mr. Mosier contacted or responded to the child support worker on December 23rd, reporting that Mr. Weeks worked 4 hours on one day and was paid in cash, and that he's not on the payroll. But we have received no verification of any job applications, which were to be provided monthly, and we've received no payments since the last court hearing.
All right, so what is child support requesting? Because it sounds like that there's really nothing that Mr. Weeks has.
If Mr. Weeks has even $5 that he could put towards his child support today, we would appreciate that as a show of good faith, show of effort. For today, at least, our request is that the purge be extended.
$5. That's the grand ask here. Less than a Starbucks latte, less than your Netflix subscription. And yet, in this courtroom, that $5 represents effort, or the lack of it.
1 year from today's date, well, 1 year from February 1st. So February 1st of 25 through January 31st of 26, that the conditions remain to make his full payments of $74.23 in current and $577 in arrearages per week, and continue the requirement for 2 job applications per week with monthly reporting of job applications, to continue to engage with Workforce Resource, at least on a monthly basis, and that 20 days of incarceration be imposed and stayed. I believe 20 days is appropriate given the struggle to have sustainable effort that Mr. Weeks has provided. If it were simply a matter of not being able to make full payments, that would be, one consideration, but this is not doing job searches, not communicating with the agency. And because of that, I do believe that 20 days over Mr. Weeks' head is a suitable incentive to encourage him to put his best foot forward and give it an honest go.
Mr. Weeks, you're here without an attorney. You've been here without an attorney before. I've went over your rights. You understand you have the right to an attorney. You understand what the state is asking for, child support is asking for. And right now they're asking for the most minimum of all minimums that they can even ask. And I'm just going to be blunt, it's pitiful. $5. Pitiful. $5 won't even buy your daughter's school lunch.
Boom, the judge isn't mincing words here. This is what lawyers call judicial smackdown. $5 may legally check a box, but morally, it's pennies against a mountain of responsibility.
So, what are you doing? Are you working for Mr. Mosier? Are you
They
getting income?
didn't call me back the next day. They told me all these promising words that I would have been employed with them, but then they sold the company.
Okay. So, do you have any other leads? Are you looking at other things?
Currently, I've been doing like caregiving for a senior citizen.
Okay.
I don't get any pay for it, but she needed help.
Okay. So, are you making money?
I'm trying to find jobs. I think I have to get out of this area though.
Well, how can you do that? Where would you go?
My aunt's house in Rylander.
Your aunt's house in Rhinelander. Okay, now if you do that, are you going to have expenses? How are you going to get around?
I would have to find employment
Okay.
with transportation provided by family.
Fill me in. I need to know where we're going, what we're doing, because I'm going to guess that you don't have $5 today.
In my pocket, no.
Yeah, he doesn't have $5. So I'm at a loss. I can extend the purge. We can extend the purge. I'm going to say this is
I can come back with $5.
he can come back for $5. But do you understand that this is like a revolving door?
Yeah,
You come in.
it's a responsibility of mine that I'm neglecting.
Exactly. And you come into court, and then we have child support continuously asking to extend the purge. If you agree to extend the purge
And there it is, the heart of the issue. Courts can keep extending deadlines, but every extension means another month a kid isn't getting support. So whose side is really paying the price? Spoiler, not the court, not dad. It's the child.
you try and meet your purge conditions, and then you don't meet your purge conditions, and then we extend the purge and we give you another chance, and then you still don't do what you need to do, and then we just increase the possibility of more jail, and then we extend the purge, and then all the while your daughter's not getting any support. And is that fair? Is that fair to her?
No.
No, it's not fair to her. And it's not fair to the person, whether or not it's her mother or if it's some other individual who is providing the care and raising of her, to raise her without having some help and assistance from you in child support. You helped create her. Support her.
I understand that.
So, Ms. Thomas Schmidt, you are asking the court to have him come up with $5 today and extend the purge,
Yes.
and this be the last leniency for jail time?
Yes, we're also asking that the jail be imposed and stayed. I don't believe there's currently imposed and stayed jail right now.
You don't believe that there is?
Could have missed.
There may
that.
not be, but this isn't the first time we're here.
Right.
The first time we're saying, okay, let's support your child. Okay, so Mr. Weeks, let's say you're going to Rhinelander. Have I already talked to your aunt?
No,
Is that a potential option? Like, for real? You can go there, you can find employment, you can get a
she's done it
job.
for my brothers. I've never considered it. My
Does
daughter's
she live in town?
here. No.
So
She
how
li-
would you
she
get a
lives on
job
the
and walk?
reservation.
Would you walk?
I would get rides from my cousin. Or
Lives on the reservation?
yes,
I think your mother spoke about her before. Your mother has went there and was going to help assist her at one time to take care of her children and get paid. I'm remembering correctly,
a
correct?
cousin who has cancer
All
had
right.
cancer.
Okay, to take care of her. Okay. All right. Let's give it a shot. So you understand what child support is asking
Yes, ma'am.
and you agree with it.
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
understand what imposed and stay jail is, right?
Correct.
You understand that this is your last shot. You got to do it, right?
Yes.
And
yes,
you
ma'am.
understand those conditions?
Correct.
And you understand your monthly obligation for child support
Yes, Your Honor.
and that amount?
Correct.
You understand that you're going to have to start and we're going to ask, well, are you asking for the first full payment in February? Or you're asking for the first full payment in March, because we're already in the middle of February. And $5, quite honestly, doesn't cut it.
$5 by the end of
February.
the day today. And the full payments
Beginning March.
beginning March.
All right, so $5 by the end of today. Getting off pretty much scot-free. $5 by the end of today. Full payments, full conditions start March. Okay, so the court will adopt the purge conditions beginning February 1st, 2025 through January 31st, 2026. Same conditions, same requirements. I'm going to impose and stay 20 days of jail if you violate and you fail to meet those purge conditions. Also going to say, I'm hoping you're going to, at the very minimum, get a little card for your daughter for Valentine's Day. Do something sweet. Doesn't have to be expensive. Doesn't have to even be worth $5. Draw her something. Make her something pretty. Let her know that you're thinking of her. You know, Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday.
Wow, this is the judge practically begging him to show any kind of effort. Forget the legal minimums. At this point, it's about being a dad, not just a defendant.
But still, show her you love her.
Thank you.
All right. So how are you going to get somewhere to get the money to get back?
I'm gonna walk.
And I know you live in Menon Township, and I know it's cold, and you walked here?
Halfway, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. At the very least, I know, Mr. Weeks, that you try. I don't know. There was one point you were doing super well. You really were. And that's when you were living in a house in Siren, and then something happened. I don't know what happened. Get back to that place, okay? Get back to that place. Because I don't like you here, because you're not being responsible for yourself. You're definitely not being responsible for your child. Okay? All right. Thank you. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Before we adjourn, if you are moving to Rhinelander, you must notify child support within 24 hours of that move, updated address, updated telephone number. If there's a landline and or a cell phone number where they can reach you, such as your aunt's number or anyone else that's staying there, and if you activate your phone, a number that they can reach you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. We are adjourned. Mr. Reynolds. Oh yes, I do. We will go on the record in the matter 05 FA78, in re the support or maintenance of Nevaeh Reynolds. The state appears through, our child support agency appears through Stephanie Thomas Schmidt. We have Brent Reynolds appearing in person without counsel. We're set here today in this matter for a motion hearing. Mr. Reynolds, you're here without an attorney. You understand you have a right to an attorney. We're here for a motion hearing with regards to child support sanctions. You are significantly behind on your child support. I think there's an amount of over $20,000, perhaps around $22,000 that you owe in back child support. So I'm going to turn it to Ms. Thomas Schmidt. She's going to let me know what they're asking. We're going to see where we're going and how we can get online. I know that you have a criminal case, and I know that you're working on getting your driver's license back. And I believe you have cash posted in that case,
Yes.
correct? And if you get your driver's license back, then I believe that the offer was to dismiss and have the matter go away. So my thought is we take that money, we have it be applied to your child support. What do you think?
Yes.
Good idea. I think that's what we'll do, at least with one of the, I can't recall if it's 250, 350, something like that, but that'll take care of something in a short turnaround. But that's only a small drop in the bucket, Ms. Thomas Schmidt. So, Ms. Thomas Schmidt, what are you asking of the court today?
I'm asking for Mr. Reynolds to make a not insignificant payment today. I'm asking for the purge to extend for a year, and I'm asking for for jail time to be imposed for the jail that's. I'm trying to double check if there was jail imposed in state. I think there was, but
15 days, yeah.
I'm asking that to be amended to 30 days, actually, and leave it stayed, but I'm asking for that to be increased. Frankly, I was thinking about asking for a portion of the stay to be lifted. And the reason for that is, I'll go through a little bit of the history. There was an original contempt stipulation in November of 2023, which required Mr. Reynolds to make his payments. It didn't have any additional unique conditions, just make your payments. Full payments weren't received. We came in for sanctions. My predecessor did. And effective May 1st of 2024 through April 30th of 2025, Mr. Reynolds was ordered to make his weekly payments, either through income withholding or otherwise, of $128.06 per week current and $23.08 per week arrearages, and additionally to self-pay $100 per week or $400 per month. The basis for this was because Mr. Reynolds is employed. He's employed at the casino, I believe. And his income withholding is not covering close to his amounts. My information from speaking with my worker and her conversations, either with Mr. Reynolds or the employer, is that Mr. Reynolds takes a significant portion of his total income in cash through tips or chips or whatever the structure may be, but that he receives a significant portion of the money not through his W-2. And because of that, there's not enough available in his paycheck to cover his current support. I broke down with the payment records of what was received and what all was posted. And since that May 1st, there's been very few times that the $400 self-pay has actually been paid. In May, there was a partial payment from income withholding. No self-pay was posted, but it posted at the beginning of June, so I believe it would have been brought in at the end of May. In June, there was a partial payment from income withholding and the self-pay posted. In July, partial payment from income withholding and a self-pay posted. So that's 2 self-pays that have been posted at that point. In August, there was a partial payment from income withholding and no self-pay posted. In September, there was a partial payment from income withholding. Mr. Reynolds posted, or his family posted, a bond for failing to come to court. That posted, and a per capita payment was received, and that posted, but no self-pay was paid. In October, there was a very minimal payment received from income withholding and no self-pay. In November, very minimal from income withholding, and self-pay did post. December, very minimal from income withholding, and there was a self-pay. In January, there was some from income withholding and no self-payment. So from May 1st to January 30th, Mr. Reynolds was responsible for providing, either through self-pay or through income withholding, $9,494.46. Of that, including the $2,000 bond that was received, we received $5,516.98, leaving him $3,977.48 short of his purge. We certainly would like to see the income withholding situation be addressed, so the income withholding can just provide his support and we don't need the additional self-pay component. But without that, the self-pay component is required per the order, and we're not seeing that consistently. It's sporadic.
Can I stop you just a second? Like with the income withholding, I know that there is a limitation legally what can, by a percentage, come out of a paycheck. Now, is the income withholding that child support is receiving from Mr. Reynolds' paycheck the limitation, that percent, or is it just set at an amount that is coming out of his paycheck? So can we raise that amount of the income withholding dollar figure?
No, because we're just, as stated, he takes most of his paycheck in cash. So what's left is not enough to cover. Plus he's got another case that he's paying on in Sawyer County, and they don't get the full amount either.
All right. And Jody, your name is spelled with an I, correct?
Yes.
Just for the record. And Jody, you are the child support worker sitting with Corporation Counsel. All right, thank you. Again, that's just for the record. Okay, so Ms. Thomas Schmidt, how do you suggest we address this? Because quite honestly, you know the world, and you know the world in tips and cash, and it's hard to nail that down.
Right. Frankly, if Mr. Reynolds had brought in the $400 per month every month, we probably wouldn't be here today. If Mr. Reynolds can make his $400 self-pay for February today, if he can make that $400 self-pay today, we would ask that the purge be extended, and that the imposed and stayed jail be modified from the 15 days to 30 days, but remain stayed. If Mr. Reynolds cannot make a $400 payment today, we would ask for the jail sanction to be modified to the 30 days imposed and stayed, but that the stay be lifted on one of those days, sort of as a wake-up call.
So you want him to go to jail for a day?
If he can't make the $400 payment, yes.
All right, here's the thing. Let's get real, Mr. Reynolds.
Yep.
Let's get real.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a few questions. Are you filing taxes this year?
Yes.
And what usually happens? Because I know you have a huge child support arrears, so does child support usually get that?
Yes.
So it usually goes to child support. All right. Yeah. Okay, so but it's kind of hard to whittle down $22,000,
Mhm.
honestly.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Reynolds, you have an ability to have multiple sources of some type of income or money coming in sometimes,
Yes.
such as your dollarly or hourly wage in that paycheck form, the cash tips that you receive, and sometimes you do receive those chips.
No.
You don't receive chips or anything
Just-
for betting or whatever at the casino. Okay, at least cash. You get the cash. Nothing on a card. You don't get the card or anything. Okay, so you just get cash. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And sometimes you get per cap.
Sometimes.
You don't get per cap. At one time you may have gotten monthly per cap, but that's no more, correct? Now, sometimes you get, I don't know, special circumstances per cap, some special per cap, correct?
I think so. They
Is there
call it-
anything special coming up? Are you receiving any per cap?
I have no idea what they do with their per cap up there.
You don't know?
No.
I know sometimes you can ask for an advance on per cap. I don't think you can ask for 22,000 in advance. That's a lot.
I wish I could.
I wish you could too. That would save a lot of hassle and a lot of stress for everybody. Now, this is the important question, because this is the question where Ms. Thomas Schmidt is putting the pressure. Do you have the ability to pay $400 today?
Like by like the end of the
By
year?
4?
By 4? No.
By when?
Well, I work tonight. I usually come home with tips, and I could drop that off, or have somebody drop it off in the mailbox or
I
whatever.
believe you can have $400 by tomorrow.
I have court Friday, and I could probably bring double that amount.
Let me see. You have your court with me, your
Yep.
OAR on Friday.
Yep.
You know better than I when you would have that, because I don't, even though I look at my calendars, I don't memorize them. Let me see. You don't have court until the 21st. That's next Friday.
Well,
Next Friday.
I could be up here Friday with.
So
double
this
the amount.
Friday,
Yes.
happy Valentine's Day. You can bring up lots of money.
Yes.
Okay, how much money can you bring me?
About 8.
$800?
Okay.
All right. So with that, raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Always.
All right. And I know you are a truthful one. You've always told me the truth, but I put you under oath so that I have it here under contempt, perjury. By this Friday, before noon, you can have $800 up here to child support.
Yes.
All right, excellent. If you do not have $800 up here by noon this Friday, February 14th, sentencing you to 5 days jail. Not 1, 5. Not 1, 5.
Understood.
Okay? All other conditions, the court is going to adopt and approve. And Ms. Thomas Schmidt, I'm adding an additional 5 on top of your 30. So 35 days it would be. So you have a lot of incentive. Now
Yes.
tell me, Mr. Reynolds, let's get you back on track, okay? Now, why aren't you coming in and paying the $400 cash every month?
It's hard for me to get up here. I don't know, because like I do have the money and my kids receive the money. It just doesn't go through child
It
support.
has to go
I
through
know.
child support.
I know it does.
I mean, at
But-
the very least it does, because otherwise you're here and there.
Yes.
But here's the thing. But it doesn't stop at child support, because your kids don't just need things from child support. Your kids need other things too. And you know that.
Yep.
You're supporting your children doesn't just mean from the money you pay for child support. They
Mhm.
still need other things. And
Mhm.
I'm gonna, other than not paying your legal child support, I know you're a good dad, Mr. Reynolds. I know you do those things, and I know you're there for your kids. But the law is the law is the law is the law. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's get back into that. You need to find a day, at least each month, to come and bring $400
Yeah.
at the very least.
And then I wrote letters to gaming to see if I could keep a separate tip box for myself in the vault. So until that, like that month amount is set, I can't touch it.
I love that idea.
Because otherwise I can't handle cash for nothing.
And you want to know what, Mr. Reynolds? I'm proud of you for thinking of that idea.
Thank you.
I am very proud of you for thinking of that idea because cash is fluid.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, I don't carry cash because it's fluid. You don't know where it goes. And you're in a store and you're just like, oh, sure, I want this candy bar. Sure, I want this bag of chips. It goes and you have no clue where it goes. That's why I'm always with plastic. I can see exactly where every penny goes. So I'm proud of you for thinking of that.
Yeah.
So did you get your decision? Are they going to be able to do that? Excellent. Good. And so once you get that cash, once they give you that cash, bring it right to child support.
I will.
And more than 400.
Yeah.
More than your purge amount, because we have to get this money paid off. And unless the person who is receiving this money waives it, because you are doing other things for the children, you have to pay it. You have to pay it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay? All right. So, all right. Anything else, Ms. Thomas Schmidt?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then we will see you. You're going to go to child support on the 14th. I'm going to see you on the 21st. Okay?
Yep.
All right. We'll see you then. We're adjourned.
Before noon?
Before noon on this Friday,